Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys. My name is Sleepy, and this is Sleepy Plays. Today we are in Star Citizen, and that big gray thing over there is the RSI Polaris. It's actually not in game yet, that's just the shell of it. The interior is not done, but I wanted to hop in here and do a quick video because it's hard to get an idea of the size of the ship unless you get out and take a look at it. Like right now, to see the whole ship, we're actually sitting in the Phoenix, in the pilot's seat of the Phoenix. It's the only way I can get the entire ship, or close to the entire ship, on the screen. But that's the Polaris. It should be in game this fall, I'm guessing around October. They've got the outside finished, but the inside is still a shell, from what I understand. But anyway, let's take a look at why we're here. Now we're inside the Connie. It's the only way I can get a good view of the ship. Now, but fair warning, it's a bit laggy in here. And then it gets a bit weird sometimes. We lost the light. Now we'll come out of here at the bottom of the Connie, and we'll take a little walk over here and take a look at the Polaris, just to get an idea of her size. And she is a big ship. Those oval holes there, those are where the torpedoes are going to come out. Now on top of that is a lot smaller oval holes. That's where the missiles come out. There's your front turret. I think it's a remote turret, but since I've never been able to get in the ship, I really don't know. Yeah, she's a big boy. Look at that front landing gear. First ship I had in game was the Mustang racing version, the AMD racing version. That landing gear is bigger than that whole ship was. Unreal. I think it's bigger than a 747 landing gear by a good bit. Unreal. Size of this thing is just absolutely amazing in scale. This is what I wanted to hop in here and take a look at. Now, the performance inside here isn't so great. It was actually pretty good. I was getting like 50 frames a second. It was really smooth coming over here to the expo, but once you're inside, hello, goodbye. Once you're inside, your frames just go all to heck. Too many NPCs and too many players and too much ship, I guess. Jeez, that's a big boy. Or maybe it's a big girl, depending on how you want to look at it. Haven't really thought of a name for my Polaris yet. But I will. Trust me, it will be a named ship. Unreal. Just the size of this thing is absolutely amazing. Now they say it can be handled by 7 players or 7 people. I'm more guessing it would be more like 9 than I think about it, because it does have a hangar bay, and if you have like a 2-person fighter or something like that, you would probably need 2 to dedicate to flying whatever ship you're carrying. Now they would have to have jobs on the ship when they're not flying, but I don't know that you could really handle this without at least 9 players. I think 10 would even be better. Unreal. Just the size of this thing. She is a big boy. She is a big boy. That didn't make any sense. I'm guessing these are air brakes, maybe? Don't know. Like space brakes? Not air brakes, space brakes. But you can fly this in atmosphere, so you can land this on planet side. But it'd be a pretty big pad, but unreal. Yeah, I think these right there, that there may be part of the VTOL system. I don't know. Just kind of guessing just because it kind of looks like a thruster. Couldn't tell you how they plan on this thing being VTOL. Because I really don't. You don't see enough that you would make you consider it be VTOL capable. And it doesn't look like these rear engines swivel. I don't see anything on it that makes me think they would swivel. Unreal. Let's look at that armature just for that space brake. Wow. I don't even know how you're going to get in this thing when it gets done. I don't even know where the door is. That's your rear lower turret. It's got turrets up top. It's got point defense, I guess. Some kind of point defense on the rear end of it. It's got that RSI look. They've got the pointed look. Somebody's outside mowing or weed eating. It's got that front end pointed look like the new RSI ships, but it still kept the engines in the back here on the cells that have the old RSI language, like the constellations and everything do. Just on a bit larger scale. Holy cow. Here, let's get rid of that. Don't need the chat up there. Yeah, boy, she's a big puppy. It's hard to believe that like 10 people could man this ship, but if you look at it, I think it counts 6 or 7 turrets, a pilot, should be 8, and then if you dedicate 2 to the hangar, whatever, depends on the ship you have in the hangar, or ships even if you got smaller ships. I'm sure you get some of the smaller ships and you could actually do multiple ships in the hangar. I've got a couple of options. My plan is to use that RSI X-Wing fighter. I forget what it's called again, but I have one. But it's got a turret gunner and a pilot. So when it's manned properly, it's a good little force. I don't know why they're out there weed eating today. Just to ruin my video. But to be honest with you, I don't care because I'm not a professional video maker. Unreal. Yeah, I just wanted to come in here and get a good video of this bad boy. Just in case anybody wanted to take a real good look at it. That is really the only possible VTOL thruster I see. Now this right here in the center, I'm not sure if that could be considered a thruster or not. My God, why don't you just get right under the window there, fella? Yeah, I guess that's got to be cut. They may be trimming the bushes. His timing wasn't so great though. But I don't care. Wow. Yeah, I remember back in the day when we all first started Star Citizen, the Connies looked big. Not anymore. Shows that piping out there. I don't know what that's for, but that could be target rich. Not sure what would affect if that got took out with lasers. Yeah, I think these little long things here are maybe part of the VTOL system. Hang on, I see one up here on this little side vent up here. That may be part of the VTOL system that allows her to fly in atmosphere. You can't even get this thing on the screen. What is that? No clue what that is. Almost looks like some kind of side-mounted pitot tube or something. I don't know. 'Cause I don't think it's a gun. Yeah, see these things right here, they may be part of the VTOL system. Oh, I'm blocked. I was wondering why I couldn't walk. Alright. I think we've done a slow enough walk around. Can't tell where I'm going. Anyway, I didn't want this to be a long video. Those little oval holes up front, those will actually be holes. That's where your missiles will come out. It'll have 28, I believe, 26 or 28 size 10 missiles on here. Plus it'll have a whole bunch of, actually size 10 torpedoes. It'll have a whole bunch of missiles on there. I don't know what that is. It looks like a giant USB port up there. But I'm sure it's got some kind of use. But anyway, that's enough of listening to me. My name is Sleepy, and this is Sleepy Plays. And this is a look at the RSI Polaris. Have a great day. Peace.